Hey there everybody, Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter.
This video is our preview and early theories for The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 14, which is entitled, Look at the Flowers. Be afraid, be very afraid, just based on that alone.
We all know what that means.
Well, yeah, I mean, the only person who's really still relevant from that episode is Carol, and is Carol putting someone else out of their misery in this episode? I'm terrified to think about all of it, but before we dive in and discuss the promo and everything that's sort of packed in there, if you guys do like this video, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. We already have our full reaction to episode 13, Michonne's Farewell, on the channel. We suggest that you take a look at that. It seems like there are a couple of big things that are going on in this episode, but let's start with Beta, who he is very upset at the zombified head of Alpha, and he is very intent on his own brand of vengeance.
Absolutely, he's going to try to get some sort of vengeance, and we did see him in this promo looking like he's trying to gather another horde together to be able to, I guess, wipe everybody out. He is pissed, so we're gonna see that all sort of play out. But it was a very interesting start to this promo with Carol and Negan. So we saw when Negan took Alpha's head and brought it back to Carol that Carol said, "Took you long enough." So we've been speculating, and a lot of you have been as well, that they were in some sort of cahoots together to have Negan go in and infiltrate, get to Alpha, take care of business, and he did. But seeing the two of them sort of at the border there talking about it, where he's like, listen, I upheld my end of the bargain, like, you need to uphold yours, and she's basically like, peace out. I was really feeling like if Carol doesn't vouch for Negan, that Negan is in huge trouble with the group.
I think they clearly had some sort of prearranged deal before Negan went in there that if Negan did this, Carol would do something for Negan. I understand that Negan is not the sort of person anyone is going to want to help. I get that.
Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, he really did deliver her everything that she could want. I mean, she's lost everything. All she wanted was this revenge. She's got it. I mean, the only real thing that I can think of that Negan would have wanted from her was just a little bit of more freedom and trust in the community. I mean, he didn't seem to really necessarily want to leave it. I think he just wanted to find an opportunity or a way to prove himself. No one's ever going to think that he's, you know, the most trustworthy guy. I can't see, he's not going to be sitting at the table with Gabriel and everybody else making all the decisions. Him and Daryl are not going to be best buddies. But I think he probably was just hoping, you know, okay, I don't need to be watched every second of the day. Let me just kind of live a quiet life on my own and be part of the society, functioning member of society, but that's about it. And I think he probably asked Carol to vouch for him.
And if she doesn't vouch for him, I have a pretty strong feeling that there's going to be more trouble for Carol, more trouble for the communities. I don't think Negan's ever going to be like full big bad Negan ever again.
No.
But I think that discord could sort of lead to a number of other problems. But that's something we kind of have to theorize about, is what was the arrangement that was sort of devised between these two.
Yeah, especially since Carol really is the only person that knows what he was doing. I mean, he ran into Aaron while he was wearing his skin and part of the group, so Aaron already thinks that he's betrayed them. We saw in this promo that Daryl's got a scene with him where he's throwing him up against the wall and sticking his crossbow in his face. So there's no trust going on there either. I mean, Carol really held the key for him.
I think the other things that you kind of have to ponder about now also is we have Eugene. And Eugene, he's been chatting it up with Stephanie for a little while now. He may or may not be being catfished. We don't know the answer to all of this, but it seems like we are finally gearing up towards a meeting place. Maybe this meeting place is going to be related to the Commonwealth. Maybe we're going to start to expand the universe in that way. Do you think we'll actually see Stephanie in this episode?
No, I think we may see her a little bit maybe in the finale, because if she is connected to a bigger, larger storyline that might be coming up for next season, I think we are going to see her, but I think it's going to be finale material.
I think they're really dragging this out. It's just like, come on, guys.
They are dragging it out.
I just want to see her already. I mean, you put her in episode 15 if you're not going to put her in this one.
I think it's just, she's been brought up as sort of this possible love interest, but I just think she has more weight. Her story is going to have more weight to it than just a love interest for Eugene. So yeah. I think we're going to see her at the end.
Let's get back to this title for a minute here, because they can't be naming this Look at the Flowers unless somebody is getting offed in this episode. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you can't reference, like, that old story arc with the Grove and everything else is one of the best story arcs the show has ever done.
Yeah.
And to just bring it back now, I don't know how it's going to happen, because I know that they're not in the same place really, but I'm really worried about Ezekiel. We know he's sick. We know he's probably not going to make it that far. Somebody could tell him to look at the flowers and just sort of put him out if that's what he wants. It's gonna pain me, but it's possible.
No, I agree. I don't think we're gonna watch him die slowly of cancer on the show. I mean, the show's gonna do a lot of dark things to us, but I just don't think that that's gonna be one of those things. But the people that he's traveling with, because he is with Eugene is not going to do this. Like, I just can't see it. So no. I don't think it's going to be Ezekiel in this episode. I could be wrong. Maybe they're going to run into some problems and he's going to go out that way. I would rather see him go out in some sort of heroic way. He is the king, than to see him die slowly of cancer.
Can we revive the tiger before we end up seeing Ezekiel go? I miss the tiger. I miss that. I miss the kingdom as it once was. This is such a weird place by and large. But yeah, I think Ezekiel's gone by the end of the season. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if The Walking Dead was just like, how do we get people to watch? Let's name the episode Look at the Flowers for, like, no apparent reason other than just to drive us all insane.
Oh, I think there's a reason. I just don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. I feel like it's probably going to be something to do with Carol. We did see Carol leave off on her own. She said, I'm not going back. So she is going on her own once again. But what is that going to mean then? Please don't let her run into more children where things have to happen.
No, we don't need to relive this again.
No.
I feel pretty confident something bad is going to happen here, but there's a couple episodes beyond it. And we know that we're building up towards what I think is going to be a pretty nasty battle at the end of this season, with Beta on one side of it and then some of our other heroes on the other side of it. And it's funny because the stuff with Beta at the end, it felt like he was in like some sort of like old-timey Wild West sort of setting. It looked like it was where Morgan is on Fear the Walking Dead. I know it's not, but it was just, I don't know really what they're doing, but Beta was kind of in some sort of position of power where he was sort of, looked like he was dictating, kind of like a conductor. I used to be a drum major in high school where I'm up on conducting people.
Yeah, he looked like he was up on top of the Gem Saloon in Deadwood up there. But yeah, no, it looked like it was an abandoned town that was just filled with walkers. Maybe he's deciding to put together another horde. I mean, they lost a lot of walkers when they were attacking before. So he's probably in a situation now where he's like, okay, you know what? We had that scene with him holding Alpha's head, which was pretty powerful. And now he's going to be looking for revenge. And the best way that he knows how to do that is to work with the walkers. And he's got enough experience. He has been following Alpha for a long time. He knows how it works. So if he can find enough walkers, maybe he can really just decimate them.
If you guys want to see how Beta is as a leader, this is your chance. I predict it will be bloody, it will be crazy, and he'll probably die soon, because I very much doubt Beta's long-term strategic prowess.
Yeah, I'm thinking if we lose him, we're probably not going to lose him in this episode. We'll probably lose him in the next episode, and then the final episode will be setting us up for whatever's going on with Stephanie. Whether she's a catfish, whether she's with the Commonwealth, whether she's... who knows? We'll find that out, I think, in the finale.
There's one other thing that is hovering out there, and that is that Maggie is supposed to be back full-time in season 11. Will we see Maggie before the end of this season? I think we will. I don't think
possible.
I don't think it's going to be in this upcoming episode, though.
No.
But, well, let's get your thoughts and predictions on this episode. The title, who do you think is going to die? Tell us all that in the comments, and if you do like this video, remember to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support us more, check that link in the description to the store, and we'll see you here next time.